The audio on this is gonna suck, but I'm just gonna do a bad version of this with the equipment that I have right now. A theme in my life lately has been a tension between a need for stability and security in a professional financial sense that I've never really had, because up until the pandemic I was a freelance professional filmmaker, and also the desire to chase my dreams again, because that used to be such a big part of my life, and for a few years stability was more important. My dog was sick, things were happening in my life. He's fine now. It's not really a balance, it's more of an oscillation, I think. Because a balance implies that, to me, it's... What? Birds are pooping on my laundry. Balance to me implies that I would be doing a half-assed job of one and then a half-assed job of the other, and I don't think that would be satisfying in any way. And an oscillation would be focusing on one for a while and then focusing on the other during a different period of time. This is something I know rationally, but in terms of behavior, I'm still kind of doing a lot of things at the same time, but I am getting better at it. I know rationally that the best thing to do is to focus on one thing or one project for a while and then complete it and then move to the next thing. I think that theoretically I would have gotten a lot more done if I had operated that way the whole year. But sometimes that's kind of not possible because life happens and the timelines of things, especially if they involve other people and other external circumstances, they're not going to be the way that they would be perfect for you most of the time. And my hypothesis this whole time has been, if I can manage not really my time better, but manage my focus and my energy better, then I would be able to both achieve more and also feel less stressed out and also have more time to relax. One of my worries about the idea of taking on more again, creative projects and other things that I wanted to do in my life, was that it would leave me exhausted and that it would add more stress to my life. But I've actually been finding it's kind of, with the right attitude, it's kind of the opposite. If I put a lot of pressure on myself and everything needs to be perfect and everything needs to succeed immediately, I think that would be stressful, that would not be a good time. But I found that actually doing and this is such a no-brainer, actually doing the things that I want to be doing in my life has actually reduced my existential anxiety, which makes me feel better. And also working on things that I love gives me energy. Sometimes doing something relaxing doesn't help you replenish your energy as much as actually putting in a little bit more effort, but into something that gives you energy back. I feel exercise is kind of that way. What I love most is not people reaching the end point and then telling you how to do this thing that they did, but actually taking you on a journey with them and seeing in real time, not in real time, but how they figured it out and the process of figuring it out and just the doing it. So this is me figuring it out. Wanting to live in the here and now and being more mindful versus chasing my dreams and building a future, right? And the answer I found was gratitude. And I think the same principle applies to a lot of areas. If I'm in a relationship and somebody wants something to change and all they do is complain, it's not going to be a good time for anybody and it's probably not going to lead to the desired outcome. But if somebody is really appreciative of all the things that I already do and then says, in addition, this would be so nice, that's a completely different vibe, and I feel that's a good relationship to have with the universe or with life, And that's what I have been doing. There's so many things for me to be grateful for. It took me 132 applications until I was approved for an apartment in this city. This is the apartment. I really wanted to live here so bad. That was all I wanted for, a year and a half. It took me so long. And now I do, and I live alone, and it's so nice. It's my first time living alone, and it's so nice. A few years ago, something was wrong with my dog, health-wise, and neither I nor the various medical specialists that we visited could figure it out. And he's he's snoozing there now, and the other day we walked 7K together. I mean, that's something I will never take for granted. I'm so grateful for his health and for my health. Certain traits about myself that I'm really grateful for that must have come from somewhere, you know, like 400 generations of ancestors, I don't know. The fact that I live by myself in a little pink and green apartment with my fluffy little dog, getting a degree in brain, I speak 6 languages, like that's not a reality that women in anybody's bloodline would have had not that long ago. So all of that is very special, and all of, like, that gives me goosebumps, you know? Keeping all of that in mind while also working on the things that I want has been a game changer for me. And also just focusing on the process, like not thinking about the life that I want to have down the line, but just really enjoying the hour that I'm spending writing my script, listening to ocean sounds. The script is kind of ocean related. Filming right now, like seeing these pockets of time where I don't feel like, oh, I have to schedule something into my free time, but rather, look, there is time to do the things that I want to be doing, and just focusing on enjoying those instead of thinking of like what life might be later once I achieve everything that I want to achieve, which there's never an end point anyway. Since I'm a planner and a perfectionist, one of the mantras that I've been living by this year is just do something and see what happens. So I'm starting a vlog. Let's see what happens.